Yeah, I agree, man. Learning is such a big part of everything that we do. I feel that podcasts like this also help. I learned a
Yeah,
lot just from listening to people who talk about their experiences, and then I kind of match them up against my own, and then I kind of get a a comparison, and I can learn from that, and it gives me a lot of, as you said, knowledge, which equals power if you use it, of course, because knowledge can
yes,
also be just potential power. If you know a lot but you don't use it, then it's kind of
absolutely.
wasted there. So yeah, taking action is a big one there. And once you get it into a routine, like when you've done it for like a few weeks, when it's natural that you just do it, you just get into it, then it becomes extremely valuable, because then you don't think about it at all. You just go. You know that tomorrow you're going for a run, and you just go. Um,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I feel that that's a big problem for people to kind of get into starting a new habit like running or working out or anything like that. A lot of people want to start running. A lot of people love the idea of, oh, I'm a runner, I'm going to do it every day. But they never get over that initial hurdle of getting out of the
Mm.
bed, putting their runners on, and just going for it. Do you have any tips for people who are kind of struggling with the first step of just making themselves go out there?
Yeah, I do this this kind of trick, and
Hmm.
I talked about this in the GMIT talk about, like, our cave person brain, right? So like my caveman brain is still working 50,000 years ago, when I'd have to be like, constantly worrying about whether I'm going to eat or not, or whether I'm going to be eaten or not. And so having that brain in a time when we can just ring up Just Eat is really kind of like, why would we be bothered?
Yeah.
Why would, like, it, 50, 30, 40,000 years ago, if we had food and shelter, we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
We're not going anywhere. There's no need to run. There's no need to do any exercise. There's no need to do those things, because our needs are taken care of, so we are able to actually just live, and we're able to just take it easy. And so when you go into the modern day and you've got Netflix and you've got Just Eat, you combine the two of those together, you don't really have much, pulling you to get out onto the road. So you really have to think about, okay, right, my cave person brain isn't built to be motivated, so I'm not going to give myself a hard time for
Mm.
not being motivated, right? So what we're going to do instead is we are going to trick the caveman brain. So we're going to trick my caveman brain, right? So if my caveman brain, like today, I have an hour run and I don't really want to do it, let's say I'm just like absolutely couldn't be arsed. It's a really long day. It's been on the laptop, writing notes, all this kind of stuff, not wanting to do it whatsoever. The house is in a mess. What am I going to do? I don't really want to go and do this hour run. So I say to my caveman brain, I say, look, okay, do you know what we'll do? So we're not going to do the hour run. We'll run a kilometer down the road and we will run a kilometer back. How does
That's
that
easy.
sound to you? Sounds pretty okay, isn't it? And the caveman brain in me says, yeah, we can do that. That's okay. You know what I mean? That's manageable. We'll be all right with that. And then we'll come back out here and we'll chill the fuck out, won't we?
Yeah,
And
good job.
then I I'm lacing up the runners, and that caveman brain's been tricked. And like the thing is, the more you believe it, and the more you buy into, yeah, look, I'm not feeling it today. Like actually saying it, like, I'm not feeling it today, so I'm just gonna do this 1 kilometer. That's it, and that's
Yeah.
fucking it. And I'm just gonna do this 1 kilometer. You're lacing up your runners, getting them out. Do your warm up, whatever you want to do, and get out on the road. When you're a kilometer away from the house, the caveman brain is back in the gaff.
Yeah.
So, like, so you're already out there, you've tricked the brain. And I found, and this is what I was using a lot at the very, very beginning, was the more I tricked that part of my brain, the more that it just, it almost became just habit for me to just go, look, I don't feel like doing it. I know I'm going to trick myself. I know I'm going to trick myself into doing it. So I'm just going to do it. It skips the whole process and it just
Yeah. Yeah.
becomes a habit and you do it. And when you go from trickery into a habit, then that habit becomes discipline.
Mm-hmm.
It becomes discipline. And that's what happens is, like, it comes to the point now where I'm like, I really don't want to do it. And as soon as I know that I really don't want to do it, I know I'm going to do it. You know what I mean?
Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you want to see the full version, go to the Uncle Gold Podcast YouTube channel or watch the next clip.